Hello, it's Wednesday, July 24th, 2019. Later in the day, post tortures rehabilitation report. And one thing I've learned from listening to the youths in the rooms below my apartment is there's a lot of really smart, bright lights down there. And it's just like, how did you smart kids ever get into so much trouble? So that said, one of them had a great idea. He said she should give an EDGER report. And so all these ideas started flying into my head, and I thought, well, I'll give it a try. So the EDGERs Belowboards are kids that they're trapped, they're homeless, and they're working for these really scary psychopathic torturers, and they don't have resources or support, and so they're in a real dilemma because most of them don't want to torture me anymore, and so they're pretty miserable being forced to do this. And so I thought I would start a new series, and I'll call it the Belowboards EDGER strategy table. And I can understand the fix that they're in. You know, my first thought was just start knocking on doors down there, because there's obviously a whole huge labyrinth of housing underneath the city of Eugene. And, you know, just do your homework and find out where the drug dealers and abusers are and avoid those doors to knock. But just see if somebody would put you up temporarily as you form a plan to free yourself and get to safety, where you've got, you know, a roof over your head and regular food. And then I realized that these bosses might come after them, and that's a problem. And so what I would suggest is let's just strategize for a while, and it might be a good topic when you guys gather for one of your sacred space meetings, and just everybody just start putting ideas on the table, because one thing I've learned in life, and you know, I've been sharing a lot about my life. I've had a lot of exciting adventures and done a lot of different things and got myself out of incredibly difficult situations. And you do that by starting to plan and starting to think. And so just let that be your goals now, is the Freedom Project. And, you know, maybe you won't be able to execute that plan right away. You know, maybe it'll take a few weeks, maybe it'll take a few months, or maybe you'll have to, you know, be 18, but then you'll have a whole plan in place. And, you know, you'll have researched all the resources available to you to take the next step. And then you'll be prepared, because if you don't make plans for your own future, people will make plans for you, and you'll always be trapped in the snare of somebody who wants to use and abuse you. But things are in flux right now. You know, things are getting quite chaotic and anarchic, and so you want to try to come out on top of that. And your commitment, many of you, to being creative and trying to create a more positive future for yourselves is wonderful. And I just recommend just start strategizing. Don't worry about taking action right away. Make sure that you've got a pretty foolproof plan that you'll be safe when you make your move. All right, good luck.